Good morning, Packers fans. Welcome to your Packers Daily Chat right here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Happy Stock Day. That's right. The Green Bay Packers are selling stock right now, live as we speak. I know some of you, judging by the comments, are already online, in line, waiting to purchase patiently. You will have to be patient, no doubt about it. I have zero doubt there is a huge rush, crush, what have you, of all the potential new Green Bay Packers owners. I've already seen some people online posting their little clips saying that they got it. It's great. I'm very happy to have all these new Packers owners in the house. Um, Obviously, lots of people outside Packers fandom have issue with it. They are jealous. Pay no attention to them. Enjoy it. Savor it. It's a wonderful feeling. Good to see everybody in the comments. Good morning, everybody. Packers players are off today, obviously, but the coaching staff will be hard at work drawing up their game plan, getting things together to get ready for the showdown in Minnesota against the Vikings. Players will be back tomorrow. Practice, we'll get injury updates then. But right now, it's time to talk to you fine folks, Packers fans worldwide. It's what we do here at Cheesehead TV. Starting with Pat. Pat, thanks for the super chat. Hey, Nags, my wife Kate and kids Olivia and Perry are listening, and I thought it would be really cool if Aaron Nagler told them, we're going to the game against the Browns. It's the kids' first game. Merry Christmas. What a fantastic gift. And I'm very happy I'm the one who gets to tell them about it. Consider me Nagler Claus or something like that. No, that's great. That's wonderful. Congratulations. I hope you and the kids and the wife, the whole family, has a fantastic time at the game in Lambeau Field. Christmas, hopefully, we'll get some snow like we saw against the Seahawks. That would be really special. Regardless of the weather, it'll be outstanding. I'm so happy for you guys. Congratulations. Have fun at the game, kids. That's going to be dope. Well, now I know kids are listening. Now I got to keep it somewhat PG. Craig, thanks for the super chat. Does Gutekunst consider special teams play when deciding the last 5 or 6 roster spots? We haven't had a special teams ace since Janice, and it shows in our special teams play. 100%. Why do you think Oren Burks has a job? They may not have a gunner ace, so to speak, but they have guys who are pretty stalwart contributors on teams. Now, have they had a standout? No, they haven't. But more often than not, you're not going to make the roster determination because, oh, this guy is the ace on special teams, and therefore we have to cut another guy who may be able to help us from scrimmage. That's rare that it happens. Not to say that it doesn't happen around the league, but it's rare that it happens. But yes, 100% special teams is taken into consideration. That is often and usually what determines those final, maybe not 5 or 6, maybe 2 or 3 roster spots. But yes, no question about it. Special teams play factors into it. And you are right, though. They have not had, say, that standout, wow, make a play every single time down the field type guy in quite some time. What else we got here? What else we got? We got Jeezy Baby. What's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. I saw Pete Carroll was complaining about the fumble recovery going to Rodgers. That made me smile and say, good call, good call. Pete Carroll has given up every right to complain about a call ever since the Fail Mary. Done. Game over. Bye, buddy. Especially how ungracious he was afterwards. Oh, well, the league made the call and they stood behind it, so we win. Really? And now you're going to complain about calls? Shut up, Pete Carroll. Sick of his nonsense. He needs to retire. What else we got? Mickey, thanks for the super sticker. Very greatly appreciated. Nice. That chair looks comfy. You have no idea how comfy it is. My daughter purchased this for me. My oldest, Madeline, got me this chair. She was like, because my kid's over here on the weekends, and I have my living room all situated, and I have the chair that I was using prior on Packers Daily, and she's like sitting on it. She's like, this is so uncomfortable. And I said, well, I want to be upright and tension. She's like, oh, no. So she bought me a comfy chair. The kids are great, man. I highly recommend having some. GBP Daily, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. I was excited to see Yadam activated for his special teams play and looked like he did well, especially on the punt coverage. The little things. I mean, that you have to think was one of the reasons they traded for him, because it certainly isn't his play from scrimmage. But yes, he has been a very good special teams player throughout his career. Chris, thanks for the super chat. We should go after a guy like Cordell Patterson. He would be a stud addition to the team in the offseason. Not really their style. Maybe. I mean, if he sat out there on the free agent market for a while, but that's assuming he makes it. But I just don't see the Packers going that route. Showdown with oh boy, showdown with Big Mike in the playoffs in Lambeau. The script couldn't be any better. All right, Robin, a lot of ball game left, a lot of season left. Oh, by the way, anyone catch on Monday Night Football last night? Towards the end of the game, Louis Riddick literally let slip a lot of ball game left in relation and like referencing the rest of the season for the Rams and 49ers. And he said, a lot of ball game left. A lot of season left. Louis, I see you watching. I see you. Packers Daily regular, clearly. Obviously an ardent Twitter follower. Thanks for the shout out. Very much appreciated. Let's all thank Tyler for doing the Lord's work. Savage. Oh, my goodness. That tweet that he put out last night regarding OBJ, that is his Mona Lisa. Now, he has done some great, great stuff on the Cheesehead TV Twitter account. But Tyler Herrick, I salute you because that is one of the greatest things, not only to ever grace the Cheesehead TV timeline, but I would say it is up there with the greats of all time across the internet. That was absolutely outstanding. If you haven't, go to the Cheesehead TV Twitter account, look for a video of Odell Beckham Jr. looking solemn on the sideline. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Joshua, thanks for the super chat. Beating the Bears is great. Beating the Vikes is better, but for whatever damn reason, beating Seattle is the absolute best feeling. Goose egg. Go Pack, go. I feel you, man. You heard from the players. I think it was Devontae this week who said, or last week, sorry, who said, it's like a divisional game at this point. They do meet each other quite a bit. They are always hard-fought games. Yeah, they are a nemesis at this point. Although, it is crazy how, these games are pretty much decided by who has home field. It hasn't been broken yet in this recent era. Louis Riddick, friend of show. Exactly. Can the Packers throw a slant? Is it even annotated on a clipboard somewhere? They've thrown slants, Brandy. Maybe not a lot of them, but they have thrown them. They threw a couple on Sunday. It's not a staple, I would say. It is frustrating how much downfield stuff they like to go to, especially on second and third and short. But some of that's the design, some of that's the quarterback, It ain't 1997 anymore, Brandy. Hell, it ain't even 2008. The slant flat is still in existence, but it is rarely used. Rarely used. Chris, thanks for the super chat. Seem to be in a great mood today. Happy to see it. Oh, I'm always in a great mood. Come on now. Thank you for the super chat. I mean, we started off with, how could you not be in a great mood starting off with Pat in his super chat, revealing to his wife, Kate, and kids, Olivia and Perry, that they're going to the game on Christmas. I mean, you can't start you can't start a chat any better than that. That's amazing. Slants used to be a staple. Correct. Used to be. Last slant I remember was to Greg Jennings against the San Diego Chargers. That is a great one. That was a great play. But yeah, they throw slants. Just like I said, it's not a staple. So you're saying fullback dives isn't a go-to call? Not anymore. Although I wouldn't hate it if I saw one at this point. Give it to they kind of did. Was it against Arizona? Offset eye, or was it Washington? But they had a play where they had AJ as a fullback in the offset, and he ran a dive play. So still lurking about. Devontae has the best release off the line. Slant? Nah. Brandy, but that's who they threw the slant to, both against Kansas City and against Seattle. You just want more of it, which I understand. Frank, thanks for the super chat. It seems like Matt LaFleur was more committed to the run game than he was last week. Is this a response to criticism or just part of the natural game plan? I think much more about the game plan. I don't think it's anything to do with criticism. And you thought that was committed to the run? We are not the same. I think he ran a little bit more, but that's still way, 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 way out of balance for my liking anyway. Any chance Crosby gets cut this year? I highly doubt it. Never say never, but I would be shocked. I would say there's a 0.37% chance he gets cut. But yeah, no, I don't see that. Robin. Aaron seems to be very emotional and reflective after games. He knows he is most likely gone. I don't think his mood after this particular game had much to do with his future. I think it had everything to do with the previous 10 days. And I completely understand that. I mean, how could you not be? Especially after what he was talking about coming off the field to the ovation and getting emotional about it. I don't think it was so much about, anything, whatever might happen this next offseason. I do think it was a bit of a, you know, turbulent time there, Rodgers' household for like 10 days or so. He's human. Of course, it's going to affect him. But I mean, we also have talked about how many times over the course of the last 2 years how happy Rodgers has been, and oh my God, he's in a different headspace, and blah blah blah. I just think this particular window here, this last kind of 2 weeks, has been rough going, no question about it. But I think they'll get back in a groove now. It's interesting because they have these 2 games, and then they have the bye week, which gives you, a time to reset, what have you. But I do think they'll get into a bit of a groove here down the stretch. And that will definitely help. Make sure I didn't miss. I got super chats left and right. Michael, thanks for the super chat. Jennings, Robinson, OBJ. When are these wide receivers going to learn the path to big money is playing with the best QB? Oh, well, hope OBJ enjoys in and out and losing. now. I know they looked rough last night. There's no question about it. Sean McVay after the game talking about how our best players didn't play up to our standards. Sean, buddy, that ain't leading. But yeah, I mean, they'll coalesce. I have zero doubt that the Rams will get things together. Now, they have looked rough these last 2 weeks. There is no doubt. But they have their bye week coming up, and that will give them a chance to reset, kind of, regroup and put things together. That team is way too talented to just completely fall apart. So I think OBJ is still to be heard from. Dave, thanks for the super chat. Would seem to make sense for them to run some pistol. Rodgers seems more comfortable not under center, and the run angles are better than shotgun. I wouldn't hate it. I'd much prefer it on short yardage over the straight run from a shotgun. I asked AJ about that last night on Carry the G. If you haven't checked it out, please do so. But AJ said it doesn't. To him, it really doesn't matter, which I buy. But man, I would prefer my back has a bit of a head of steam getting that handoff and hitting the hole than standing still and then trying to run to it. Pistol wouldn't shock me. We saw the Seahawks run some pistol on Sunday, and we know Rodgers has done it plenty of times when, a lot in the past has been due to injury. But I wouldn't hate it. Jovan Wallace, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. GMA Aaron, the play of Kevin King has improved last few weeks. Attention to detail seems to be a factor in technique. Is better breaking down attacking ball carriers. Credit to Barry. I'm just gonna put this out there. I think he's been doing that most of the season. I know week 1 was rough for everybody, but the defense as a whole has tackled better throughout the season, and I think Kevin is part of that. I think, you look at even what he put on tape against Detroit, and then in Cincinnati when he got injured, I think he's played pretty damn well throughout the season. Now, to your point, I think that is a credit to Barry and whatever emphasis he has placed on fundamentals and technique, because it has clearly showed up across the defense. But yeah, I don't think it's just a recent phenomenon for Kevin this season. I do think it's been year long when he's been on the field. Now, of course, that's always the caveat with King, is that he spends a lot of time in the training room, so to speak. But man, when he's been on the field this season, he's been pretty good. No doubt about it. What else we got? Chris, thanks for the super chat. He's an emotional guy, no secret there. And if I do say so myself, I believe truly that he will stick around. I just don't think J-Lo is far enough along. I disagree with your police work there, but we're all out our opinions. Marshall, thanks for the super chat. According to PFF, Kevin King has been the top-rated cornerback in the league for the past 4-5 games. His haters are eating fried crow sandwiches. Go Pack, go. Marshall, as I was just saying, he has been playing well, but and I know, and we all know, all it's going to take is for one bad play, probably at a very inopportune time, probably in a nationally televised game. One bad play, all those haters are going to be spitting that crow out and talking their junk. So, the people are in, like, they get in their camps, right? It's the Rashawn Gary pick. Oh, should never have taken him, took him too high, and now whenever or whatever he does on a football field, people are never going to be happy. Some very small section of people are never going to be happy. Kevin King's the same way. No matter how well he plays, no matter what great PFF grades he gets, people are not going to be. Some people are not going to be happy. They're going to look for ways to tear him down. I love to set those people to ignore. On Twitter, it's beautiful because you can just hit mute. Corey makes fun of me because I have so many people muted and blocked. There are very different levels for why you do that. But, man, this is our world that we're living in here, and you can choose how you want to live it. And I don't want to hear people who, at every opportunity to tear someone down, that is the only time I hear from them. Like, why go through my life dealing with that negativity? It makes zero sense to me. So just hit mute and carry on with your life. Q King, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Would you look at that? It's not usual to pluck a guy from another team and he comes over and balls out. We're just fine with what we got. To be fair, the Packers plucked a guy from another team and he came over and balled out. His name is Rasul Douglas. Brian Gutekunst's just making the better moves, baby. But I hear you. It is not as simple as Madden, where you just plug a guy into your lineup and go. Of that, there is truth. No question. Otis, thanks for the super chat. Do we think we try to resign Douglas, Whitney, and Campbell? The way these guys played so far, it's hard to imagine we don't. Also, Minnesota this week, puke. Douglas and Campbell, I think, probably. Whitney might be tough. But we'll see. We'll see. I do think that I would be absolutely shocked if they let Campbell get anywhere near the market. Brandy, I want a T-shirt with Bill Murray and a Boone cap saying, "At least we got Ty Summers going for us." Brandy, why are you complaining about Ty Summers? We got Campbell, we got Barnes. Hell, Oren Burks is playing pretty damn well, and you're here doing Ty Summers bits. Never change, Brandy. Hope I see you on happy hour tonight. McCoy, thanks for the super sticker. Chris, thanks for the super chat. Speaking of the linebacker core, upset to hear about Merciless. Yeah. Lost for the season, biceps injury. It sucks too because it literally happened on a play where he would have had a sack had he not gotten injured. That's so rough. I hate it. He was really kind of starting to find his groove with the Packers defense, and now he's done. So we'll see what the Packers do. Maybe they bring Tipa up from the practice squad. Maybe they bring back Ladarius Hamilton. But they're going to have to do something because they're going to need some depth there. GM Aaron Rodgers won't let his friend Crosby get cut. GM Aaron Rodgers wanted to sign Odell. That didn't happen. So I don't think GM Aaron Rodgers is the be-all, end-all here. See, Gary? Thanks for proving my point. King's reputation is well-deserved. Just saying. I'm just saying, who gives a shit? He's playing really well this year. Why is that so hard to just say that and live with that? Oh, his reputation is well-deserved. Shut up. Dude. Enjoy it. Root for your team. How hard is that? Stanley, thanks for the super chat. Do you see Olivier Vernon in the future? I would love that. I don't know about the Packers. I would love if they signed him. I don't even know where he is as far as his health goes, but I know it's a possibility that he might be coming back. I think he would help, especially considering their need at the position. I don't know, Brian. Put me down for a maybe on that. I'd love it, though. Love that cup, Nagler. Thanks, Big B. I was told the game was over. Yeah. Hey, Aaron, do you think what? Do you think the play on defense is a bit of an anomaly, or are we actually a top 3 defense? I'm hoping it's for real. Well, rankings are completely ridiculous anyway, so you can call them whatever you want. Call them potato. I don't care. Like top 3, top 10, number 1, number 8, whatever. I don't care. They're the Green Bay Packers defense, and they're playing really well. Of that, there is no mistake or, It's not a mirage, not an illusion. They're playing well. Now, the injury thing is very real, and that can fall apart at any moment. You get an injury here or there, all of a sudden, what was once a strength is now a problem, etc. But we've seen Brian do a really good job of plugging those holes along the way. But I just don't, yeah, you can look at metrics and you can say these numbers, etc., say whatever about the defense. There's any number of ways you can spin that. If you're looking at down and distance, parts of the field, the red zone, although the red zone seems to have improved a little bit, these are all valid. I'm not dismissing it as far as, criticisms of the defense. But overall, as a unit, we're 11, we're coming into the 11th game of the season, and this defense is trending the right way. It's getting better. That's the other thing. They're continuing to improve. They haven't arrived. They're not even close to arriving. The more they play together, the better they're going to be. It's something I talked about here on Packers Daily all offseason. Traditionally, when you implement a new scheme, it takes about a half a season, 8-9 games, for guys to really get it, make it become second nature. The Packers are there, man. They are. These last 2 weeks, they've hit it. Now, again, that doesn't mean they've arrived, but they're playing really well. They are a good defense. They have played at a championship caliber level for a couple weeks. Now, the difficulty, of course, is sustaining that, especially against better opponents, great quarterbacks, etc. But it ain't a mirage. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it, this is a good defense, and it has been. And I understand. Trust me, I understand. Packers fans feeling reticent to buy in. Trust me, I get it. How many times have we seen a good performance here or there from the defense only to get our hearts broke, usually in the playoffs, by a defensive letdown? I completely understand it. But make no mistake, this is a good defense. It's not the mirage of a good defense we've seen in previous years. This is a good defense. Ed, thanks for the super chat. For anyone on the fence about purchasing stock, it's worth it, and the warm and fuzzy feeling gets better and better. Ed, the Packers, thank you. And I agree. Andrew, thanks for the super chat. Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a I feel you, man. I feel you. Chris, thanks for the super chat. I'm sick of hearing people tell me we haven't beaten anybody. Tough. Can't wait to shut them up with these next stretch of games. Also, they're all wrong. I don't even care about any of that, like as far as like strength of schedule. You can only play who's on your schedule. You don't get to pick. And I thought we were done with all that after they went into Arizona, the only undefeated team at the time, completely short-manned, and punched them in the fucking face and came out with a victory. I thought all that was done. But no, all it took was like literally 4 days later, the Cowboys played a nationally televised game. And everyone's like, oh, the Cowboys are the best team in the league. Whatever. I'm with Aaron Rodgers on this one. It's best when the Packers are flying under the radar, when everyone's dismissing them. And we can just show up and kick their ass. I'm all about that life. Stanley, how about you all eat a damn salad? Now, this could be about so many things. It could be about Rex Ryan. It could be about Chris Rock. It could be about after I shave my stash and my face looks fat. It could be about any of these things. But I'm just going to let it stand. How about y'all eat a damn salad? Timbo Slice, thanks for the super chat. With this win this week, up 5.5 in the division with 6 left, division done. Very much so. Big game. Big game. And also, fun little statistic talking about metrics. I'm a stat guy. I know stats are for losers, but I'm a stat guy. Here's a stat for you. Matt LaFleur, 10-0 in divisional road games. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh, boy. Was that the first time at Lambeau they chanted defense? No. The defense needs to keep that momentum going so the offense continues to get better and better before the playoffs. The offense needs to find an identity. I understand wanting to draw things up for your opponent, attack their weaknesses, etc. But it really doesn't feel like this team on offense has much of an identity. Now, of course, the last 2 weeks have been very odd in the sense of missing Rodgers and then starting Jordan Love.
And then you get this week where Rodgers isn't in the building, but then plays on Sunday. So I get that things are disjointed, but I really thought after that Arizona game, they had, kind of found something, especially in the sense of using their two backs, which now they undoubtedly won't be able to do for the next couple of weeks with Aaron Jones sidelined, but really using the physicality of the run game, playing off of that. Unfortunately, that seems like that was just a byproduct of the fact that they were down, at wide receiver, so they leaned into their running game. They need to do that as their base concept. They need to do that as their identity. At least that's what I think. Obviously, Coach LaFleur feels differently. And Matt, I know you're watching, so dude, just run the ball, okay? But no, yeah, I know they're in this really odd stretch right now. Hopefully, these next 2 weeks they find a rhythm, get to the bye week, and really drill down. And this is what they typically want to do: is the self-scouting side of things. Really drill down on what has worked and what has not over the course of the first 12 weeks, so they can hit the ground running out of the bye and really storm into the playoffs, because that is exactly what they should be doing. Excuse me. Thanks for the super chat, Chris. Apparently not done with it. Heard some stooges this morning say it. Y'all only beat one good team. Oh, who cares? Who cares what anyone says? Doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. When is Myers coming back? Haven't been given a timeline. We'll see. I think has he been on IR for 3 weeks now? I think so. So he could come back at any week, but obviously it's going to depend on surgery and recovery and all of that. I would suspect probably not till after the bye, but that's completely just a guess. Soder, I know you're my man right here. Running the ball more would go a long way towards improving the offense. You are correct, sir. You know I agree. Chris, thanks for the super chat. Have a good morning, Jag. See you happy hour later. I will see you in happy hour. I think you meant Nags, but cool. Why Alexander not returning kicks when healthy? Do you remember Alexander his rookie year when he was back there on punts? I believe he attempted 3 punt returns and fumbled 2 of them. Yeah, nah. How is Yosh doing these days? I wish I knew. Haven't been able to see him. Haven't been out there. He's looking good on the bench, I guess. I wish we had Elton Jenkins at center. Lucas Patrick at right guard. Yosh at left tackle. But it's not to be. Bakhtiari coming back? Let's hope. I hope so. We'll see. I mean, they keep saying, not until he's 100, and he's not 100 yet, and blah, blah, blah. Be on the lookout for the practice report tomorrow, the injury report tomorrow. If he's limited to start the week, and then Thursday goes to full participation, good chance he plays. If he's limited both Wednesday and Thursday, probably another week. That's my detective work. All right, everybody, I got to get going. I can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on Packers Daily. Please do me a huge favor. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. Go Pack Go.